Today we're going to talk about the actual process of hiring an employee in Washington State. My name is Tony Cameron with TLDR Accounting, and we are a tax and accounting firm that works with therapists and professional service businesses. Today, we're going to talk about the second part of employees. So before we were talking a little bit about should you hire someone or should you be thinking about hiring someone? And this is now going to be more about the how, the system you need to put into place, the steps you need to do, basically all the big items that you should have in place before you're interviewing. You might be thinking, oh shoot, Tony, I have an interview scheduled with a potential employee next week. What do you mean there are things I need to do? That means you need to start pretty quickly in going down the list. Like I said, I recommend you do all this before you're interviewing. All of this can be started within 90 days. So if you know you're going to interview someone within 90 days or hire someone within 90 days, this can be started that far in advance. The first thing, you need to refile your business license with Washington State and check the box that says you're going to be hiring an employee within 90 days. This is why I said the 90-day rule. Now, this does a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes that you don't see, including it creates an account for you with the Employment Security Administration. You get all sorts of the tax rates that you need to do, including your workers' comp information. All of this needs to come in for you to set up payroll correctly, which is on the list. The other big thing, if you already do not have an employee identification number, you need to get one. It's basically a social security number for your business. You can do it online. It's free. You can get it instantaneous. If you already don't have one, now's the time to do it. The next biggest item is going to be that payroll that we talked about. You're going to have to choose a payroll software and get it set up correctly. Now, depending on your accounting software might offer payroll. I'm just going to put a warning out there that might not be the best software for you. We recommend that our clients use Gusto. It's a fantastic software. It's easy to use. It files all the stuff you need to do for Washington. It just works well. But the big thing, no matter what software you use, is that it is set up correctly. So all that information you get from the Employment Security Administration, you need to make sure that all gets into your payroll software correctly. So when you run payroll, all of your stuff is calculated correctly, right? It's easier to do it in the beginning than fix it after the fact. So make sure you get a payroll software and you get it set up correctly. If you do need help with any of this, as always, you can contact us. The next big thing is putting together an interview process before you are talking to the candidate. So you should have a job description. What are the requirements for the job? What are you looking for? You should have a potential task list of what they're going to be responsible for. You need to be careful that you're not looking for your best friend. You're looking for an employee. So someone who is committed to your business that can get the work done in an efficient manner. So make sure you're asking for those types of things and you're not just having coffee with someone. Be careful with some of the things you shouldn't talk about. Age, national origin, gender, disability. You just really shouldn't bring them up. There's some HR compliance issues here. So just focus instead on qualifications for the job, experience they might have, and your processes within the firm, and do these sound like things that they could get done? Now, recommendation here, always do a background check. Don't care what type of job it's for, you should run a background check just to cover your ass. And then once you do hire them, you need to file a new hire report with Washington State. If you do go with Gusto, there's just a checkbox you make when you send them the onboarding forms for payroll, and it'll file it automatically with them. Most payroll softwares have that, so just make sure you do submit your new hire report whenever you do hire an employee. And then lastly, you are legally required to put up some posters in your workplace. Normally, they're all listed on Washington State Department of Labor and Industries. They're things like workers' comp and when employees should report the employer and things like that. But they're all online. They're all downloadable and free. So you should get those posted in your workplace. As you can see, that's actually a really long process to hire employees in Washington. And the big thing to remember is setting it up correctly is so, so important. If you need any help, feel free to contact us and make an appointment. Otherwise, I hope you found this helpful and that things are going great and your business is growing.